It's day 6, leg 4 in the Volvo Ocean Race, and there's only 130 miles to go between the leaders and the first turning mark on the Solomon Islands. What's actually going to happen when they get there? Do they turn left and head towards the Philippines and Hong Kong? Do they charge north to get out of the doldrums? Well, who knows? But to minimize the risk, all of the fleet has come together. There's only 50 miles east-west across the entire fleet now. However, it's always easier to have a look at the tracker. So all the boats are reaching northwards with true wind angles between 99 and 115 degrees across the fleet. So pretty much the same story wherever you look. The snafu from Sunghun Kai Scallywag dropped them 90 miles behind, but they were the fastest boat in the last 24 hours. That little squiggle, however, on Team Brunel was explained by a big cloud coming and sitting on top of them. At the front, they're incredibly evenly matched with less than 0.5 knots difference in average speed across the top 4 boats. Looking further ahead, well, as I said, 130 miles to go before the Solomon Islands, and then they are really into the thick of it. Again, not sure which way they're going to go, and just before I came on air today, I had a chat with Team Mafre. That's the boat that's been charging up through the fleet. And I had a chat with Blair Took to ask him what life was like on board and what their strategy is for the doldrums.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. As of sort of early this morning, everyone compressed, got right alongside Akzo, Dongfeng and Vestas caught up to us again, and now we're sort of all 4 of us within 5 miles, all in a bit of a line, heading for the Solomon. So yeah, cruising along, and a little bit more breeze than we've had in the last couple of hours. Sort of got up to 13 knots now, so doing sort of 15 knots boat speed. We got Dongfeng and Akzo to leeward of us, and Vestas just up in our hips. So yeah, real tight battle.
For sure. Now, you said that the wind had dropped off and there's back to 13. How low has it gone these last few hours, and then what do you expect as you approach the doldrums?
Yeah, so the wind actually this morning and last night was pretty windy. We sort of had 18 to sort of 22, 23 knots of breeze, so we were boosting along pretty fast. Part of the reason why we caught the guys in front, I think. And then sort of as we caught them, went through one last big cloud, and then it dropped off. Breeze is going to be up and down anywhere from sort of 6 to 13, 14 knots, and then obviously throw in a couple of rain clouds, and who knows what you'll get.
What does your navigator, Juan Villa, sort of brief the crew to expect? Are you going to sort of turn left at the Solomons or go north to try and get the new trade winds as soon as possible?
Yeah, I think everyone's probably going to head a little bit north, not going to turn left too far. You sort of stay in the doldrums a little bit longer if you do that. So yeah, looks like the sort of rain effects, cloud effects will carry on a little way north of the Solomons. So it's going to be a busy few days.
You've had the opportunity to rest up a bit, but you were the only team that didn't change crew down in Melbourne. Do you think that this is a key to your success, or are you sort of starting to show some signs of accumulated fatigue?
No, our plan all along is just to try and keep continuity within the crew. Obviously, if we have any injuries or whatever, you have to change, but we'll try and keep that continuity.
After losing miles early off the Australian coast, you've just blown away all of your competitors, and in the messages that they've sent back to us, they just can't believe how fast you guys are going. Can you give away a couple of your secrets, or talk a little bit about how you've been able to sail through the fleet?
We thought we were doing the right thing. Turned out it was the wrong thing by quite a way. So, we were left thinking that we were probably only going to be catching the guys in front as now or a bit later. But we got a really good lane of breeze, and downwind VMG we were going quite fast, I think, in those conditions. And so those two things combined meant that we caught the guys in front reasonably fast, and since we're catching them, it's been a bit more of a battle. But no, not too many tricks as to how the boat's going fast in those downwind VMG stuff.
All right, any last words? You want to say hi to your mum?
Yeah, hi to mum, hi to everyone back in NZ and everyone that's following the good ship Mapfree, and yeah, looking forward to the next few days. this trade wind sailing's been pretty nice. I did enjoy the Southern Ocean, but it's nice to be sailing along now in board shorts, shirt off, and in the middle of the night, so it's all good.
From warm wishes to family and friends back home in New Zealand for Blair Tuke, the thing that's actually going to be dominating their thoughts from now until the new breeze in a couple of days' time is what's been going on over the heads. The clouds are what dominate the sailors' experience in the doldrums, because the weather forecasts can't really model the granular detail of different clouds sort of appearing and crushing and raining, and it's mayhem out there. Anyway, let's have a look to see how they're getting on.
Grows. It is getting bigger.
It's got big quite quick.
That cloud is getting a lot bigger. Yeah, I know you want to go north. Yeah, but ideally in that, yeah, it would be great. Clouds are almost always bad. Sometimes very, very, very bad. There's the odd time where you can go in front of one and just ride out in a half moon in front of the
You were
cloud.
quite happy yesterday.
Yeah, yeah. If you can stay just in front of it, or just gives you a little boost as you shoot past, that's okay. But if you get enmeshed in them, especially in the back of them, you could be stuck there till it's moved away, till it decides to release you from its grip.
Sit and look at a chart table and a computer screen, and it doesn't reflect what's actually going on out here. So you actually, once you know you're in that patch, you kind of need to come out and sail with what you got, not what's forecast, because the forecasts aren't very good in these kind of regions.
Starting to get up to the doldrums latitudes, we start to see a lot of convective activity and the doldrums. It's probably the gateway to the doldrums, and we've had a really big cloud system come through this morning. A lot of activity, some pretty impressive thunderstorms, and yeah, we're now reaching along in 28 knots, so it sure beats reaching in 12 like the weather forecast says, but certainly got to be on our toes now, and expect some big changes to come in the next 12-24 hours.
That's all from us today. We'll be back in tomorrow with a normal schedule of the Quick Fix, followed by the Daily Show, when we will try and get a couple of links with some of the sailors to talk about what the battle with the clouds is like in the doldrums. Thanks. We'll join you again tomorrow.